Hi. I should do more standalone episodes because nobody's going to watch all 250. Yes, we have hit magic number 250. My name is Celeste Kirby. I live in a retirement center because I have multiple sclerosis, fibromyalgia, endometriosis, sciatica. There was something else. There were a few others. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I can't work. So, I live in a retirement center. I have nothing better to do with my time. And this is therapeutic. So I make these videos, and some of them are standalone, and some you sort of, they reference others, and many, yeah, at first it was going to be like just a few, and you could totally just watch the few of them and get to know who I am and why I'm talking about people. Because it's called The People I Meet, because I attract weird people, because I am one. Or I used to. I used to attract really interesting people who would just come up and tell me their life story. Now that I'm in a wheelchair, I'm a charity case, and I don't attract them so much. I have an authoritative look still, and I look like I work everywhere I go. Not as much. I guess I only look like I work at the home where I live. So now a lot of the stories are about the people I live with and the people I used to know. And a lot of them were dating stories, because who hasn't had a few awkward dates? And I've got many decades of that. So here's one. Okay, so for a long time I was Mormon, and Mormons try to date within their own religion. And I lived in Utah for a long time, so it wasn't hard to find Mormon guys, but it was hard to find Mormon guys who were not shallow. Turns out that's true in any state, but whatever. But I moved to Kansas, and the closest dateable Mormon was an hour away. And one day I was talking about him, and my friend thought I was talking about someone who lived much closer. And this person who lived much closer was, well, not dateable. I am not a fat shamer, but when you're in the 500-pound range, you're really not for me. He was ridiculously socially awkward. Just really thought he was funny when he wasn't, and I'm guilty of that a lot. No, I'm not. I'm hilarious, actually. Yeah, I'm hilarious. So, well, my friend and I had a miscommunication, and I was talking about the guy an hour away who I could tell was somewhat interested in me, but I was, again, terrified of commitment. And I tell you, dating has become a lot easier since I'm no longer Mormon. But I was like, well, he's not bad. He's not unattractive. You mean he wasn't hot, but he wasn't unattractive, And she was like, he's not bad, I guess. Trying to be polite, right? And I'm like, he wouldn't be embarrassing to bring home to the family. And she just has these wide eyes. And I'm like, well, he has a master's degree. And she's like, who are you talking about? And I say the guy's name, and she's like, oh. And I'm like, who did you think? And she says the other guy's name, and I'm like, oh, what do you mean not bad? No, he's not attractive. And she was like, I was being polite. He doesn't have a master's degree. I'm like, no, he doesn't. No. He was really socially awkward, this poor guy. Yeah, the closest dateable Mormon was an hour away. So, whenever I would complain about not being able to date when I lived in Utah, my sister would be like, get out of Utah. And I left Utah, and guess what? It was the Mormons. It was, yeah, I'm not... What is she barking at? They're good people. I just don't fit in. So anyway, dang it. If Bella makes me get out of my bed one more time tonight, I'm gonna have to Get out of my bed.